Hi everyone, welcome to Story Time with Analynn. Today's story is The Little White Lie, written by Analynn Sardella and illustrations by Daniela Torres. Let's get comfortable and begin. On Sunday afternoons, Marley's mom would babysit Charlie so Charlie's mom could work. This made both girls very happy because they were best friends and enjoyed the extra play date. This particular Sunday, Charlie did not realize it would be the last day that Marley's mom would babysit. Charlie's grandma decided that she wanted to babysit and watch her grandchildren. When Charlie's mother came to pick her up, she thanked Marley's mom and told Marley that she would not see Charlie on Sundays after today. This upset Charlie very much. She was angry and did not want Grandma to babysit. Grandma was not fun and did not play with her like Marley did. Grandma did not allow anyone to come and play with her, so she was always bored. And every time a friend came to the door to play, her grandma would say, "I'm sorry. Grandma's babysitting today, so Charlie's going to spend time with me." This annoyed Charlie because she knew that Grandma would not play with her or her brother. She would just sit, watch television, and talk on the phone. Charlie would have to play with her brother and help take care of him since he was the baby. Marley was much more fun to play with and spend the day with. After many weeks at Grandma babysitting, Charlie decided she had enough. Charlie decided she was going to change the situation. She decided to tell her mother a little white lie. She told her mother that she did not like Grandma because she was mean and spent all day yelling at her and her baby brother. Charlie's mother was shocked to think that this went on every Sunday. So Charlie's mother decided to address the situation right away and called a meeting with Grandma. Charlie's mother told Grandma that she thought it best that Grandma no longer watched the kids and that Marley's mom had no problem watching them on Sundays. After the meeting, Charlie's grandma was very upset and her feelings were hurt. Grandma could not believe that Charlie would tell her mother that Grandma was mean and never played with her. Grandma always baked with her, gardened with her, and colored pictures with her. Grandma felt as though they had a magnificent bond. Grandma looked forward to Sundays baking and coloring with Charlie. Grandma could not understand why. Why would Charlie say such horrible things about her? Many weeks went by and Grandma could not shake the feeling that there was more to this story than meets the eye. She wanted to know why Charlie would say such hurtful things. So Grandma called another meeting and asked to sit down Charlie. When Grandma got to the house, Charlie and her mother were sitting at the table. Grandma sat down and said, "Charlie, I thought you liked baking, gardening, and coloring with Grandma." Charlie said, "I do, Grandma. Everything we bake smells and tastes delicious. The flowers we plant are so pretty, and the pictures we color are hanging in my bedroom." Charlie began to cry because she knew she had hurt Grandma's feelings. Charlie looked up at Grandma and said, "Grandma, I'm so sorry for saying those horrible things about you. I missed you, and I want to bake and garden and color with you again." Then Grandma said, "Charlie, if you enjoyed doing all of those things with me, why did you tell Mommy I was mean? Why did you tell her I watch television all day, talk on the phone, and yell at you and your brother? Grandma has been very sad not babysitting." "I like visiting with you and your brother. You are my grandchildren, and I love you both very much. You know that, right?" "Yes, Grandma, I do. It's just that I thought if I said those things, that I could go back to Marley's house and play all day with my best friend. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, Charlie said. Grandma thought about Charlie's answer and said, "You know, Charlie, I have an idea. How about we compromise? Every other Sunday, I will invite Marley to come over for the day to play with you. And on the opposite Sundays, you and I will bake, garden, and color. Would you like that?" Charlie said, "Oh, yes, Grandma. I would like that very much." "I'm so sorry for hurting your feelings, Grandma. I love you," replied Charlie. Charlie's mom was pleased that Charlie spoke the truth and that she and Grandma were great friends again. That evening, Charlie's mother sat Charlie down and said, "It is very important not to say hurtful, untrue things about people, especially those we love. When we say things that are not true about someone, it makes them feel very sad. It is always important to sit down with that person you've upset and to apologize for their hurtful lies." At the end of the day, Charlie, speaking the truth will set you free, and saying sorry from your heart, shows you really do care when you have hurt them. The next Sunday, Grandma was back babysitting, and she and Charlie had the best day ever. The end. Thank you all for listening. If you'd like to order this book, you may order it on at char-marbooks.com or Amazon. Thanks so much, guys. Remember, be kind and love others. Be the light, shine bright. Bye.